As I revise my world history study, I want to continue what I'm talking about evolution. At this point, it might be helpful to talk a little more about the current view of the majority of modern scientists with regard to evolution. Now, one of the linchpins of modern dating methods is the method known as carbon 14 or radiocarbon dating. By the way, if you watch this video, please click like and subscribe or follow. Share the video with someone else, repost it, save it again, or save it to favorites, watch it again, but feel free to make comments. Conventional radiocarbon dating does not take into account specific differences between the activities of different carbon reservoirs. Natural variations in the amount of carbon brought on by such things as volcanic activity and variations caused by human interaction with the environment in regard to everything from atom bomb testing to pollution in the industrial age affect dating. Tree rings have been used to date things back as far as 8,000 years, according to scientists, but tree rings are affected by the growing conditions around the tree, its location, and its interactions with catastrophe. To simplify a very complicated subject, let me just point out that modern man made objects have given off dates of hundreds of millions of years, and more importantly, modern objects such as cups have been found embedded in coal and other deposits that dated to the millions of years. At this point, a brief description of the scientific method as opposed to, quote, science falsely so-called, 1 Timothy 6:20, might be in order. The scientific method, which true science is a method or way of finding things out that has to do with observation, experimentation, and then being able to reproduce the results of these experiments independently. As the atheist historian Will Durant said, quote, all theories of origins are pure conjecture. So-called scientific theories about the early Earth and universe are more conjecture and guesswork than they are fact. Science cannot reveal God by experimentation or observation because God is not the subject of experimentation, but of revelation, as he chooses to reveal himself as he will. With regard to evolution, there's a lot of quotes by evolutionists that question parts of evolution. It's interesting today, you've got everything from Dr. McCarthy and his macroevolution.net putting forth the proposition that human beings came about from the random matings of pigs and chimpanzees. Really? You can read it yourself, macroevolution.net. And you also have Lewontin, the famous evolutionary biologist, in a book review of a famous scientist's book, and the book reviews of Billions and Billions of Demons, where he talks about how modern science, especially the science of origins, is riddled with fiction and mythology and stories that cannot even be believed by reasonable people. It is no different than the mythology of ancient religions in many ways. And one science writer that I read recently in a book called The Altenberg 16, talking about the evolution industry, said that evolution, most of evolutionary theory, is a fairy tale for adults who don't believe in God, really. Now, I'm going to bring out some quotes from some reputable scientists about um, about their disagreement with many facets of evolution, to try to point out to you not to take what you get in the news articles or in school as being the absolute, this is written in stone, so to speak. All right. So I thank you for watching today, and I thank you for watching and listening to this video. I'd like to see what you have to say. Feel free to make comments. All right. Thank you.